Hello, and welcome back to another Monday fun day where we are talking more about passion and not just any regular passion, but actually passion unscripted. Something that you cannot see all the time, but come to our episodes to this beautiful podcast, Passion Unscripted, where we uncover layer by layer what it means to know yourself intimately as well as having the best relationship that you all can have. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, hello. This is Passion Unscripted Podcast, and I am Irina Portnova, manifestation star, co-hosting together with Dina Alexander, who is the expert in sacred sexual awareness. And both of us, we talk on different topics and bring in that awareness to you because let's face it, a lot of times we do not talk with our friends or our families about these things. So, this is your sacred space and the invitation to stop by. Let's have the conversation. Let's talk and let's just unfold everything what meant to be unfold for us. And just a few sentences what I'm all about. I'm all about conscious manifestation, meaning that I teach you how to use your power of thinking in order to create the reality that you desire. And in this contents, we talk about the love to yourself and the love to your partner. And I'm here together with my co-host Dina. Dina, I want to say a couple of words.
Hi, Irina. I love our session together. It's fun today, fun Mondays.
Totally.
Yes, and I am your sacred sexual awareness coach. What does that mean? I do marry spirituality with sex. And I think that is important. And if you have that balanced, then everything in your life will be as it should be. That's what I think.
Mhm.
That's what I coach. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Look at us, Monday, and we are so happy and grateful, right? And that's what happens with people when you follow your passion and purpose and just live with purpose and live mindfully your life. So you are not experience stress, but rather you experience the joy from every day. And obviously, we are talking to you, wonderful people, right? So what better could it be? And today we are continuing the conversation. Last week we were starting touching the topic of the abuse, and we started to talk about abuse has different shapes and forms. And last time we touched upon the mental abuse, right? And sometimes it's not even noticeable, but that's why we are here to talk about it more loudly because awareness is the key. And today we continue that topic and we are going to talk about the physical abuse. And I'm just going to give the floor to our expert, Dina. But before I will give it to her, I just wanted to say that I was very blessed because yes, I did experience mental abuse, but I never ever had experienced the physical abuse because to me this is something I would not tolerate. I know for a fact I keep my power strong, knowing that if the person can raise his hand on me, this is the last time that person is going to see me.
Wow, this is powerful, Irina. Well, let me remind you that love is meant to heal. That's
Mhm.
I love it how you placed it in the caption. And it's meant to heal, and it is meant to uplift, and it is meant to create. And you can also create a sanctuary that of safety. That's
Mhm.
why love, what love is meant to be. But let's
Mhm.
keep it real. That's why we're here. For too many people, love has left scars. Like you, with your mental health um, abuse, and
Mhm.
I have also felt physical abuse. Okay, um, so some of us. that you are listening here. Um, these scars were on your bodies, in your deep in the soul, and today we are breaking the silence. Buckle up,
Mhm.
because it is going to be raw and
Mhm.
absolutely necessary. So I'm going to, before I start, I'm going to share what my personal experience. I was studying in Holland, so the majority of the students here on the island, we go to the Netherlands to finish our education, and I got to know much an older guy, and I think he was so in love and he was so happy that he got someone like me. He was so possessive.
Mhm.
So there was a time, it reached a period where I needed to leave him, and he didn't want that. So when I turned my back to go towards the door, because I said my goodbyes and it's time to leave, I did feel something on my head. So I knew that he hit me, but it was
Mhm.
not in my face. So I didn't see that hand, and I didn't see anything. I felt it. So I ran out of the house, and he never saw me again.
Mhm.
So that's my abuse. And he sent flowers, roses. He even his aunt called me and told me that he is so in love. That's why he made a mistake. Yes, Irina, I'm totally with you. When someone lays hands on you and it's not for caressing, it is for
Mhm.
hitting you, then you should, as a woman, teach this person. If he ever lays a hand on a woman, this woman will leave you.
Mhm. That's the last time it's going to happen.
Last,
Yep.
okay? So that's what I had to teach that soul in this world. So let's
Mhm. Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. That is powerful.
yes, yes, and I think that's why it made me stronger
Mhm.
in my coaching session and my coaching, and I recognize abuse immediately. Okay,
Mhm.
so yeah, it makes you stronger. It makes you the person that you are now. So let's start with love is meant to heal. Okay, let's set the record straight. Real love doesn't hurt.
I
Real
love
love
that.
doesn't bruise. Real love doesn't make you question your
Mhm.
worth. Love is medicine. Have you felt, if you're listening to us, and have you felt pain go away after making love to someone, or being sitting with someone that you love? Some pain really goes away. Okay,
Mhm.
baby, love is that deep. Okay, you should feel safe to be with that person. But somewhere along the way, society sold us toxic love stories. I was told, last I got to know a narcissist. So um, when I was talking to someone, a male friend of mine, and I told him, look, he's so jealous, and it's like I need to leave this person. In my position and the work that I do, I don't can't have a partner that is jealous. You should trust me. So this friend of mine told me, "Hey, a little jealousy is always good." No, I totally am against that. Jealousy
Mhm. Me too.
that
Me
has
too. It's
not,
not healthy.
no, because that jealousy is telling the other person that he or she is doing wrong, and it's not right. The problem is your insecurity if you feel jealous.
Mhm.
Do you
Mhm.
want to share something, Irina?
No, I completely agree because I'm like, I am not considered myself jealous person. And the last thing I want my partner to be jealous. And because again, jealousy stems, like you mentioned, from not believing yourself in the first place, and also having the self, oh my God, self sufficiency issues, right? And again, it also projects on your partner, because if you do not trust your partner, that's when you become jealous. Because again, if you 100% no, unless something was proven to you that you cannot trust your partner, there is no point to be jealous. I just love to turn it into the game, to have fun about it, but not really, like doing something super crazy. I remember we even having this conversation with Bruno, and he's like, okay, if I am in the at the bar, we are together sitting at the bar, and now like these girls are coming around me, what would you do? I said, I wouldn't do anything. I would just step away and I just watch you, right? The idea is, if anything, it's not the other person, it's our responsibility as being in the relationship to know how we are handling ourselves and what we are doing, right? So he's like, you wouldn't be defending me and saying, like, get out of my man. And I said, what is this? The kindergarten? I said, no, I wouldn't. I said, that's your responsibility to do that. It has nothing to do with me. So basically, when we know our value and we stand in our power, like, this is the respect that we are given to ourselves, and everybody else is going to really have that reverence for us.
Yes, totally with you, Irina. So the toxic love stories that the society have been selling us are the kinds that where jealousy is mistaken for passion, control is mistaken for care,
Hmm.
and violence is brushed off as just the way it is. And no, not on my watch as a coach. So today we are tearing that lie apart. Passion is passion. Jealousy is jealousy.
Hmm.
Care is nurturing, it's not controlling someone. And violence should be out of your house, not in your house. Okay? So the warning signs, because some people does not
Don't
see,
pick up on that, right?
yes, don't see the red flags. And I do
Mhm.
tell everybody, those red flags were at the beginning, the first
Mhm.
day. You could have seen it, but you brushed them off. Okay?
Mhm.
Maybe you told yourself, I can change this guy or this
Mhm.
woman. Before love turns violent, there are always whispers, little warning bells that too many of us ignore because love is intoxicating.
Mhm.
First thing, does your partner isolate you from friends and family? Second, do they belittle your dreams, your body, or your desires? I had a client that one Christmas, her partner brought her a dress, and she's a size 12.
Mhm.
This dress was a size 6, and he said to her, "I want you in this dress as soon as possible." That is abuse.
It is abuse.
So another sign, warning sign. Do they explode in anger and then shower you with apologies and gifts? Don't think that. Don't take that. Don't take that, darling. That is not passion. That is manipulation with a
Mhm.
bow. It's a cycle of abuse. Um, what I mean with cycle of abuse is tensions, explosions, honeymoon phase, um, rinse and repeat, and it only escalates if you don't stop it. When you recognize this is abuse. Okay,
Mhm.
tell me, Irina, before I continue to the next part, what comes up?
What comes up, I love everything, Dina, what you share. And it's so true, because sometimes love make us blind. And not to say I was never in that situation, right? But not in the point to the physical abuse. But again, right? A lot of times we just keep, like putting on the pedestal that person. And especially if that person, like when they do something wrong and then they try to make up for it, right? Again, it's very, very important for us to have our standards and to have our boundaries and to have our non-negotiable, right? So okay, it's one thing when they said like something mean, but it's a different thing when they actually abuse us physically.
Yes. Yes. So some people, um, why victims feel trapped. Okay, that's another topic that some people cannot understand. Okay, let's talk about that elephant in the room. Okay,
Mhm.
why people just don't leave? Hey, honey, it is. If it were that simple, we wouldn't have been having this conversation.
Totally.
Okay,
Hmm.
victims feel trapped because the abusers chip away at self-worth, layer by layer like an onion. They use fear, they use shame, they use control to keep you
Hmm.
con- uh, to- and keep you from believing that you can do better. That's the worst. Okay? And
Hmm.
that's why we're here. I need you to know, if you're listening, that you deserve better. Okay? Or the biggest reason why they stay is financial dependence.
Hmm.
It's or cultural pressure. That is the largest one. And
Hmm.
it becomes a web that it's damn hard to escape.
Hmm.
Okay? So to anyone that is listening to me, I've said this I think 4 times already. If you're listening to me, whoever has judged you, pause. Offer compassion instead of criticism. No one stays because they like it. They stay because survival feels safer than escape. That is
Hmm.
the brutal truth. And I'm going to say it again. They stay because survival is easier than and safer for them than the escape. Okay? Something
Hmm.
comes up, Irina.
Yeah, a lot of things comes up. First of all, just as you shared, survival is easier. It just like brings me, connect me with manifestation, right? People are staying in the comfort zone because it's comfortable. They they are so afraid to step into the unknown. And I was also in the same shoes, again, not coming from the physical abuse, but more from the mental abuse, because a lot of times we just so trapped with our conditions and circumstances. We feel that if we leave that relationship, nothing better is coming our way. It's like we either just deal with that, and again the society pressure, because again the lack of the awareness is bringing that kind of attitude. We are not aware that we were told, oh, okay, one soulmate, that's it. You know what? We can have multiple soulmates in the life. It's up to us if we are vibrating high enough on that frequency to start attracting these right people. It's up to us if we are open enough, if our heart is not closed, right? And the idea is that, okay, this is somebody I know, this is somebody that I spend the time, maybe not the best time, but this is like familiar. And that's exactly how we are programmed, just to stay with the familiar rather than just going for something that unknown, right? And again, it brings back to the society. There is a lot of lack of awareness in the society. We just know what we know, and there are a lot of things that we do not know. So it's the invitation to start expanding our consciousness, open our minds, and know that everything is possible when we allow to start seeing these things, right? We do not have to tolerate anything. We do not have to sit in that relationship. Yes, nobody says it's not going to be painful to leave, but the price of staying there and the pain that we can experience over and over again is so much more.
Yes, totally with you. And that's where I want to go also. The impact on the body, the mind, and the spirit. These are the three elements of you as a human being that need to be in balance. So the impact, if you stay there, so abuse doesn't end when the bruises fade. No, 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 no. It lingers in the body and it shows up as chronic pain, tension, anxiety in the mind. And it's the voice that whispers, you are not enough. And in the spirit, it's that disconnection from your sacred sensual self. So you need to recognize that this is very big. Okay, it's not you getting your body out of the situation. It's all the healing that's going to happen after that. But here's the thing. Trauma doesn't define you. Yes, it shapes you. It shaped all of us. But it does not own you. It healing is possible. Pleasure is possible. Safety is possible. You are not broken. You are becoming. Alice with L.
Al is here with us.
L, what does L say? Bruises from love, hurts from words, and physical and soul. Agreed. Yes, that's L. I had a master when I started my spiritual journey, and he said, us as a human being, if you know who you are and you are sleeping every night next your partner, um, if you are angry or hurt or distressed or you want to cry, that partner next to you sleeping should not see that happening because you're hurting them. And in our in my practice, that is abuse. If you
Mhm.
cannot be sharing love because of you don't have time to practice, get those emotions, those bad emotions away. So yes, Al, you stay with bruises. You want to say something, Irina, before we continue?
No, I just wanted to say hi, Al, and it's a pleasure to see you because I also wanted to shout out for Giovanni. I connected with him today, and he was like, like, thanks for always bringing these amazing episodes. And I was just, hoping to see him today, but maybe he'll watch in the replay, just knowing that, guys, we see you, Al and Giovanni. You are our biggest supporters, and we are looking to expand on the community.
Yes, yes, yes. So the time doesn't wait. Yeah, every month it goes so fast. So journey of healing. Okay, you have to reclaim your worth. Okay,
Mhm.
our bodies, our heart. You have to reclaim those worth, your value. Healing starts with the truth, naming what happened, breaking the silence, reaching for support, whether that's it's therapy or a sacred practice or community. Healing is messy, but healing is non-linear, but healing
Mhm.
is freedom. And let me tell you something very delicious. On the other side of healing, love feels even sweeter. You will learn to love yourself so fiercely that you'll never tolerate less again. And when real
Mhm.
love arrives, love that holds you, celebrates you, worship you, your quirks, you'll recognize it immediately because love heals always. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
I
that.
love it.
Yeah,
I
go.
love that, Dina. And I just wanted to share that, like if you are feeling alone on this journey, reach out to us, join our communities, because again, we were never meant to do this alone. And a lot of times people are just hiding because they feel ashamed to share it, right? They feel ashamed to be judged, and they're just sitting quietly and suffering. There is no need for that. Just reach out for us, join our communities, and just start being around like-minded people. Start being with the people who love you unconditionally, and you deserve the best.
Yes, yes, yes. So, my loves, before we go away, it wasn't an easy episode, but it was a necessary one. And if you're listening right now and you're in a situation where love has become harm, know this: you are not alone. Just like Irina said, You are not crazy. You are not unworthy. Reach out. Whisper the truth to someone safe. Every step you take towards freedom is sacred. Yeah, and remember, real love never leaves bruises. Love
Mhm.
heals, love uplifts,
Mhm.
and creates safety. That's the kind of love we are reclaiming here. Okay? And if this episode touched you, share it. Send it to
Mhm.
someone who needs to hear it. And let's keep breaking the silence together. Until next time, stay
Yes,
sacred.
I love it. And Elle is saying heal from loving more. Totally. So, what I noticed, just wanted to quickly share what I noticed, we all go through these stages. Nobody had the first laugh from the get go. That is so cool. Oh, look who is here. Look who is in the room. Tawani, we were just talking about you. You must have felt the energy. So basically, laugh. Nobody goes through this journey unhurt, without hurting themselves, right? Everybody's experience, the first love is always something dramatic, because no matter how people love each other, something happens, right? But understand that this is just the beginning of the journey. Yes, we do get hurt, but it doesn't have to be through the abuse. But the point is that once we go through these painful experiences, there is also the joy and pleasure on the other side of it, right? So the more we connect with that, knowing that this is not what we are meant only to experience in this lifetime, the more we connect that we are here to celebrate, we are here to live to the fullest, we are here to calling in that love that really matches what we desire, we know that we can actually experience it. So know that there are lessons for us to learn, but we do not have to sit and repeat these cycles again, to repeat these lessons, right? We want to learn, we want to grow, and we want to move to be more empowered and really calling in the love that we are all meant to experience in this lifetime.
It's perfect. I love it. I loved it today.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. El, Giovanni, shout out again to both of you. You are the man. We love you because you always show up, and like this is the type of the man that stands out because they are expressive. They do not afraid to show up. They are not putting their ego first. They are really emotionally connected, and they are here to learn and to grow with us. So we truly love you. We appreciate you. Keep coming back. And for everybody else, share these episodes and know that you might know somebody who would meant to hear that, and just give them the share and make sure that they use these tips, knowing that there is always the escape as long as people want to escape.
Yes. Yes, so I'm totally with you. Until next time, stay sacred, stay sassy, and above all, stay safe. I love you guys.
Yay!